Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
Hello children, welcome to the session. In this session we are going to discuss few question and answers from the session that we have covered so far. So children, first question is give example from daily life which proves that light travels along straight lines. So children, the best part of studying physics and this chapter, especially light, is that you don't need to cram anything. You can just observe around yourself and you will find the answer to almost all of the questions. So you can observe from your daily life. At the night time you can observe the vehicles and you will observe that the light from these vehicles is traveling along straight path. You could observe the straight beam of light, right? And also we have discussed about the train example. Train at night, you will observe the beam of light. Then we have discussed the example of a lighthouse. Lighthouse can also show you a beam of light, and all these examples prove that the light travels along straight path. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Give an experiment to prove that which proves that light travels along straight lines. So children, now you can see that this question is asked in the form of an experiment or an activity. Whenever such a question is asked, you will have to write it in a certain manner, wherein you will have to write about the aim, materials required, then you will write about the procedure, and make sure that you write the procedure always in points. Okay, paragraph is writing answers in paragraph in science is never very good way of presentation, so always write the procedure in points. Then you will have to write about the observations, and finally you will write the conclusion of your experiment. So children, aim of this experiment will be to prove that light travels along straight path. What will be the materials required? We will be requiring a candle and we will be requiring a rubber pipe, or you can use two different pipes maybe which are made up of metals. One need to be a straight pipe, right? One pipe we need as a straight pipe, whereas the other pipe we need should be having a bend, or it should be a curved one. Okay, now let's move to the procedure. This is a candle again. Okay, so in the procedure, first we will observe this flame or light through a straight pipe, and through a straight pipe, if we observe it from this end, suppose here we have our eye and we observe this light, you will be able to see the light clearly. So this is the observation for the first part. Now second part procedure will be you will try to observe the light through a curved pipe, or a pipe which has a which you have bent like this, maybe from here like this. Okay, and if you try to observe it from the other end, you will not be able to see the light. This is the observation for this, that light cannot be seen through a bent pipe or a curved pipe. Okay, and so finally these are the two observations, and the conclusion will be that light can travel only along straight path. Why children? Because when we saw this light through this straight pipe, light was able to travel through this straight pipe. Okay, and that's why we were able to see light. Whereas in case of a bent pipe, light could travel only up till this position, and it could not move in the curved path. Okay, and that is why we can say that light can only travel along straight lines. Okay, the next question is, what is light? So children, we have discussed that light is an invisible source of energy, right? So what is light? Light is an invisible source of energy which travels along straight path. Okay, light is an invisible source of energy which travels along straight line. Okay, next question is, when we go to a movie hall, we can clearly observe the straight beam of light. Is this actually light that you are seeing? So children, whenever you try to look at the back of your seat where there is a projector, you can observe the beam of light. That's what we say, that we can observe a beam of light. But children, what we are seeing, is it actually light? No children, this is not light. Then what it is? It is actually the path of light which has been made visible to us by the scattering of light by the dust particles which might be there in the theater. Okay, right? Clear? Clear, children? So these were all the question and answers from the session that we have covered so far. Thank you so much for your attention.